Hello everyone, I am Josh and welcome to this Sims 4 house building video. So today I am building a family home here in Willow Creek, and this house is quite nice. It's, I think, 4 bedrooms. Yeah, it's 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, I believe. I don't know, because I built this house a little while ago and I'm only just getting around to doing the voiceover for it, so who knows. But anyway, this is a kind of traditional styled family home. I wouldn't really call it colonial, but I feel like it kind of fits just a traditional, a traditional kind of, appearance, I guess. It's kind of a traditional house, I suppose. So you have, there's a bunch of details and stuff on the front. There's just like a lot of, it's very, like, I don't really know how to describe it. There's a lot of squares going on. That's just, no, that makes no sense. But anyway, if you just look up like family house on Google, I feel like this is something that would show up. I didn't do that, but I feel like it would be something kind of like this. It's just a very, kind of stereotypical American kind of family home type thing, I suppose. Who knows? But as you can see here, we just have it's actually quite large too. It's a large home. It has 4 bedrooms, although there's space for 5 if you wanted to turn like the bonus room I have upstairs into a 5th bedroom. So it's definitely a large house, but I think it turns out quite nicely. As you can see here, I'm just kind of adding little bits and bobs to it, just like small areas that kind of stick out just to kind of make it look interesting, and so the roof is kind of a bit more unique. I have this dormer on the top as well, and I really like the way that the roof peak that's on that area over the front door kind of like slopes perfectly into that dormer. It just looks really cool, so I was quite happy with that. But anyway, on the back of the house here you can see I'm just putting in some walls and stuff, and there's also going to be a couple balconies as well, and that kind of just makes it look cooler. But you can see the way that roof kind of connects there in the front, which I quite like. And here I'm just putting in some more peaked roofs in the back, and yeah, also I'm making that area a bit smaller, but overall, I think that's pretty much the final house shape. We got there pretty quickly. Anyway, there's one of the balconies there on the side, and I also put a little chimney there, and there's going to be another balcony on the other side, on the back, actually, if that makes sense. Anyway, this house has a lot of trim as well. I used these columns, as you can see, just kind of on the corners of things, just to make it look a little bit more interesting and just less boxy. I do that a lot with my Sims 4 houses. I like to do that because it just looks cool. And you can see I'm also putting roof trim and stuff, and I'm just going to put another dormer in the back of the house here, just so it just looks better. I don't know. There you go, dormer, yay. And it's pretty simple, especially the back of the house is just very rectangular, but I mean, I feel like that's just more realistic. You're not going to have crazy shapes and stuff. Although I really like that roof. I don't think I've ever used that before. It just looks nice. It's like a bright kind of, I don't know, like it's not, obviously it's not cedar because it's not wood, but it has like that kind of color to it. It's like a terracotta-ish color, but they're shingles, and they just look really cool. Oh, there's scallops, so it's a scalloped roof. I like it a lot. I don't know. I also put brick on the house as well. You can see I'm just choosing the brick I want to use, and yeah, so the colors are pretty simple. I mean, there's nothing too crazy and out there with the colors. You just have some stones, some brick, and then also just some gray stucco, but it goes well with the roof. I like the contrast between the light and dark, and also if you just heard that was my elbow cracking. I hope that wasn't too loud. But anyway, so also just a bunch of railings and stuff. Obviously, that's always a good thing to have. You don't want Sims falling like less than a foot off something, because that would be disastrous. And yeah, so just putting in some more stone and brick and stuff and just making it look good. And yeah, so another thing to note is actually this house build took a lot longer than I thought it would. I usually don't take this long to make a Sims 4 house, but I guess I put a lot of detail into it, so I suppose it took longer. I don't know. This is like a 40-minute house build, which is very unusual for a Sims 4 house build, especially only a 4-bedroom house. But you know what? I guess I took my time, and it just turned out nicely. I'm also bringing in some red on the shutters, and that's why it's called Redwood. The wood part is just because I like the sound of it, but there's accents of red on the outside, so I thought Redwood was a good name for it. Redwood Place, is that the name of this house? Yeah, it's Redwood Place. I quite like the name. I'm not the best with names, so I thought it was okay. I thought it was good enough. Here I'm just putting some windows over there on what's going to be the dining room, and just moving the house about a little bit. I'm not sure the exact order we do things in. I think I just kind of move around all over the place with this house because I just felt like it. So I kind of go outside, then inside, then outside again, and all that kind of stuff, you know. You know how it is. There's a pool, which is nice. So I have a nice pool in the backyard as well, which is kind of supposed to be curved, but you can't do curved pools in The Sims 4, so I kind of made it look like it's kind of curved. Like, you can imagine that's one of those curvy pools, but it's the best I could do with The Sims 4, you know. Anyway, here you can see I have some nice large brick stairs, and we're beginning on the floor plan, apparently. That was quick. So here upstairs, it was a little difficult. I had some trouble figuring out what I wanted to do, but in the end, the upstairs has the 4 bedrooms, and I think it has 3 bathrooms. So you can see there's a bunch of rooms on the left side there. And on the right side, I was going to make a 5th bedroom, but I decided not to because it was too long and narrow, I felt like. So I ended up just making it just like a bonus room kind of thing. There's also a kid's room there that I just kind of cut out of the hallway because there was some space. And downstairs here, it was actually even more difficult to figure out the downstairs floor plan. So, you know, it was just kind of a weird shaped house. So it just didn't want to work out. So, yeah, anyway, on the far left, we have the dining room. In between the dining room and the stairs is the living room. The kitchen's in the back, and on the far right is the study. So, you know, it works pretty well. That's the kitchen there I just put in. There's the dining room on the left. The living room is in the front of the house. And I just kind of trying to figure things out here. It was a little weird. Like, the living room shape is kind of odd, but you know what? It's fine. You know, it's fine. No one's gonna mind. So yeah, anyway, there you go. That's the kitchen there in the back, like I said. The first floor has 2 half bathrooms on it, very close together, which is kind of weird, but I just had the extra space, so I just added a second half bathroom. You know, it's fine. I mean, the more the merrier, you know? The more bathrooms, the better, I guess. You gotta make your bathrooms happy by having more of them, so they have friends, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, the one thing that bothered me a lot was that some of the windows that came with red shutters also painted the whole window frame red too, and like I couldn't find some matching windows, which is kind of annoying. So like the window there I just put on has white shutters because when you make the shutters red, it makes everything red, and it doesn't have the red and white, which is so annoying. I don't know why they can't just make all the windows match. It doesn't seem like it would be that hard, but apparently it is that hard. Anyway, there's some windows and doors, just a lot of them because there's a lot of balconies and stuff, so plenty of doors, and some more windows. I wasn't too happy how this bay window was kind of obscured by the roof there, but it was the best I could do. And here's the dining room, which I think I expanded at some point. There's also a small back door off the dining room too, just because, and I also put a trellis here over this balcony because I thought it just would look nice. So I just put a fancy little trellis there. I actually was going to put plants on it, but I forgot. I only just realized I didn't do that right now, so, you know, what a shame. Anyway, there's a fountain in the front yard, just to make it look fancy, with a couple fish spurting water from their mouths into the fountain, or into the pond. It's like, well, it's a fountain, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it just looks nice. I also went to town with ivy again. I know that some of you don't like ivy. I've seen comments before, but I personally love it. I think this looks so good. So I put a bunch of ivy around the place, just on some corners, also up this chimney, which I like doing it up the chimneys. Just move the house over a bit there, and have to readjust everything, but that's alright. And there's the pool again, and yeah, I did all the pathways and stuff in brick. I also put a patio in the front yard, which I never do, but I thought it just was interesting, so I decided to do it. I put the back patio out as well, if you noticed there. And putting some chimneys on the roof. There's 3 chimneys in total. There's this one here, and there's 2 others on the roof. Yeah, and I think it just looks good. Anyway, oh yeah, here I just added our peak on the roof just to make it look more detailed, I suppose. And I'm not sure when we move on to landscaping. I don't know if we do the inside first or the outside first. I can't remember. I think I kind of do half and half. Like I do the part of the landscaping, I pop inside, and I do the rest of the landscaping. I just kind of do things that way because, you know, screw order. Who needs order and sense when you could just do whatever you want. There's a llama topiary, which I thought was nice, and also a bunch. Oh yeah, we're actually doing plants now. I also put a bunch of these bushes that I never use from Get Together because like they're the interactive bushes. So I actually used quite a few on this house. I'm still yet to purchase the two most recent stuff packs, one of which is like that garden stuff pack. I don't know, it was the Valentine's Day stuff pack. I can't remember what it's called, romantic garden stuff or whatever. That probably would I want to buy that because there's a lot of good plants and stuff in it, but I just can't be bothered, and I don't really want to spend $20 on those two stuff packs, so, I'm putting it off, and eventually we'll probably get it, but, the landscaping still looks good with the normal plants that we already have. I quite like it. So you can see here, there's a bunch of stuff, and, it just looks good. And I do put some seating on that front patio near the end. Not quite right now, but eventually I'll get there. I'm also just putting some bushes and stuff around the back here by this little back door, and also going to expand the patio to go around the pool because, it's kind of unusual to have grass up against a pool, although I did actually do that in some places. So you can see I do have a couple sides of the pool that don't actually have patio around them, but I thought it was alright. Who needs patios everywhere? Gotta have some grass. Anyway, just a bunch of bushes and stuff just to go down the side of the house there, and it looks quite good. I'm really happy with the landscaping. I spent a lot of time on it, and that's another reason why this video is so long. You can see I'm just going to town on landscaping. It just looks so good though. Landscaping is just a hugely important part of any house build. So, I also like this little area I'm putting in right now, which is it's just kind of square with some plants in it that I'm making out of hedges, and it just looks nice. You'll see, I don't know when I actually put the stuff inside that. I think I'd do it later, but it just looks good. Actually, no, I put that in there, and then I put, I just did it then. It looks good. I'm happy with it. I just think it kind of adds a nice detail. I'm really happy with the backyard, especially. The backyard just looks really nice, especially once I put in the furniture and the hot tub and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, actually I'm putting the chairs out front now. I thought I did that last. Well, no, never mind. Yeah, so there's also a planter there as well. I've also put a little garden area there by the back door, and I put in some gates around the house, around the property rather. So there's like a gate there. There it is. And then one in the back too, just because I thought you should have ways to get in and out of the property other than just the front. So that's what my thought was there. And here I'm putting in some dirt terrain paint around everything, as you do. I actually think I just finished landscaping now. I thought I was going to do some later, but I guess not. Actually, no, I do some later, but it's not around the house. It's kind of like around the trees and stuff, which you'll see. Anyway, you can see here just a bunch of stuff. I'm going to get a drink of water. Don't mind me. Hold on. Oh, that's much better. Sorry about that. Anyway, here I'm putting in some flowers and stuff on the other side of the gates and things, and here I'm just going to put in some lighting there by all the doors and stuff. I don't tend to do outdoor lighting this early in a video, but you know what? I do whatever I want, don't question it. I've started doing this recently. I've started putting lighting in all the flower beds. I don't tend to do that, but it just looks really good when I actually do it, so I thought I'd do that here, and you can see I just put it all around by the gates and everything. It just looks really nice at night because everything lights up and it just looks really nice. So I'll try doing that more often. But yeah, anyhow, you can see outdoor lighting is done, most of the landscaping is done, and we should begin on actual furnishings soon, I hope. I don't know. We haven't put in interior doors yet either, so I'm doing that now. Here come all the doors. Doors. There they all are. Wonderful. Yeah, also another reason that I got rid of that upstairs bedroom is so some light could come into the hallway, because the upstairs hallway has no windows in it, so that was another reason to get rid of that bedroom, which you'll see later. Anyway, I'm just painting the entrance there, and the living room is right there next to the entrance. I was trying to do something fancy here, but it didn't work out, so I gave up on it. Not everywhere is the time for fanciness, so yeah, didn't happen. Anyway, what am I doing here? Put a little vent there. Anyhow, back inside, the living room has a nice light blue color scheme. As you can see here, the walls are nice and light colored. There's also a fireplace, of course, one of, I don't know how many, 3? I'm assuming it's 3 because there's 3 chimneys. So anyway, we have a nice fireplace, a couple bookshelves. I also put some shelving in. Some shelving, the actual kind of shelving. I don't know what other kind of shelving there would be, but whatever. So I put some things on there, and there's a couch, which I don't keep because it's ugly. Also a grand piano, of course, because those look fancy, and I like to put them in all my houses. Anyway, there's the couch, and there's also some chests there as the coffee table, and a nice little chair. The living room is a little cramped because it's kind of a funky shape, like I said. Like, you have like this area where the fireplace and TV is in the back of the living room, and there's like the front area where the piano is. There's also like the entrance there, which is, it's all kind of weird, but it's all right. I mean, I wish it wasn't so narrow, but I couldn't really fit anything. Like, I couldn't change that really, so well, it's just the way it is, you know. Anyway, there you have a rug, which I don't think I keep that color. I don't think I keep that rug at all. I think I put it in the dining room instead. But anyway, I think we're almost done here. I come back later and put some details in, but for the most part, I think that's pretty much it for the living room. And we're gonna do the kitchen, question mark, or dining room? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen next. Who knows, really? No one knows. Oh, we're doing the dining room. Now we know. Everyone knows. Yay. So, dining room here, fireplace, of course, like the living room. And we also have a hideous orange table right now, but I changed that. Never fear. Also some nice curtains, which didn't fit those windows. I'm so annoyed with the curtains in this game. It's the biggest problem with The Sims 4, in my opinion. When it comes to furnishing, anyway, the curtains suck in this game. I'm not gonna try to say anything nice about them, because they're horrible. They really are horrible. Like, there's not enough different kinds of curtains for different windows, and the color options they have are awful, and I can't stand them, because when you have like a traditional house like this and you put those kind of curtains in, you have like this blue, which is nice, also another shade of blue, which is not bad, then you have the ugliest cream beige color ever, and then you have all the patterned ones that are like pink, and then there's like an orange one with dinosaurs on it, and a green one that's like a really gross green, and it bothers me so much because there's just like 5 colors, none of them are any good, and none of the curtains fit properly. Like, if you have different sized windows, there's no matching curtains for all these windows, and like some curtains come in all these different colors and other ones, but they all fit the same style. It's so annoying. I'm sorry I'm ranting about curtains, but they drive me nuts. I mean, it's the biggest problem with furnishing. Like, that's why I try to keep things blue, the color scheme, because the blue is the only good color for curtains, because they don't have a hideous pattern, and because it's a nice color, a nice shade of blue. So, I mean, you'll see when I go to the master bedroom, I think, I have really gross curtains in there, because it was the only color that actually worked with the color scheme of the room. Because I wasn't going to put blue curtains in there, or green ones, so I had to use the vile beige or brown color, I don't know. Anyway, enough about curtains, I'm sorry. They're just my biggest pet peeve with this game. They drive me nuts. At least with modern houses, it's okay, but with traditional houses, it's not okay. Anyway, here's the kitchen. The kitchen I make yellow because, you know, it should be bright and cheery. So I decided to make it yellow. And I mean, actually, well, the kitchen part of the kitchen is white, but the dining area part is yellow. So you'll see. I'm just putting in some cabinets, which is exciting. See plenty of cabinetry going on here. And also that nice rounded island as well. And there's the flooring, and here comes the yellow. Oh, it's actually a soft yellow, but it's still yellow. And I also went for white tile in the kitchen area because, you know, it's a nice backsplash. And yeah, so I mean, I think it's nice. Here's the other part of the kitchen. We have some cabinets there, but it's also a dining area, so that's why I call the white part the kitchen, and the other part's the dining room kitchen part thing. I don't know. So anyway, you can see he's putting some details in, like a little range hood there, which I'm messing around with, spending way too much time on. There we go. That's in place. And also I have those nice yellow stools as well that match the walls, which I thought was pretty clever. But anyway, putting in some pots and pans there that hang from the ceiling, which is nice. And there you go. And I also put in a little china cabinet thingamagummy and you know, stuff, you know, just stuff, kitchen stuff. Oh, there's some ugly brown curtains. Like, you see that color for that curtain? It's an ugly color. It's like not a nice brown. It's like a reddish brown. That's kind of weird, but it's the only color that went with the yellow. So I mean, it's all right. I can work with that color for those curtains, but it's not ideal. And I wish there should be like 20 curtain colors. Because like the thing is, there's like so many wall colors, right? And so many couch colors, and so many floor colors, so you can have all these specific color schemes. You know, you can have like this shade of yellow, or this particular shade of blue, or this particular shade of green, or like purple. Like, what do you do with purple walls? I mean, none of the curtains fit it. I mean, there's no curtains for purple walls. Like, you'd probably want, don't know, like a dark gray maybe, or like white, or kind of like a dark purple color for curtains in a purple room. But you have to go with either like bright blue or like a yellowish beige, and it's just horrible. I don't know. I don't like. They've never added more curtains either. Like, I don't have movie hangout stuff. I believe it's only like one curtain that comes with that, and it comes in like Moroccan kind of colors, which I don't think would help. But like, if you think after like a year and a half, I'd add some more curtains, but no, of course not, because it's EA. What do you expect? Anyway, enough about that. The kitchen's almost done now. While I was doing my second rant on curtains, so. Yeah, also, putting some details in, the little entrance area. Here's some more stuff in the kitchen, some plates, and a little thingy over the door there, so some forks, and a fork and a spoon, and, stuff like that, things of that nature. Also, there's some spatulas and cooking utensils and some pots and pans, and make it look nice, make it look like a cozy family home, I suppose, so... There, what was that? It was just like a giant thing I just pulled out there. But anyway, it looks nice, and also somehow those like wooden paintings somehow are nailed into the tile. I don't know how whoever owns this house was able to put a nail into tile, but congratulations to them, because I imagine that's probably pretty hard. But anyway, here's a little half bathroom. It's one of the half bathrooms on the first floor, and it's just pretty simple. It's yellow like the kitchen because it's off of the kitchen, you get the idea, the color scheme matching. And also there's the orange study, which I think I saved for last. Orange study. It's they say that you should have like relaxing colors for studies and stuff, or in bedrooms, because you want to be like inspired and relaxed, but screw it, bright orange. That's the color I decided on. You need that pop of color in your life. Maybe I think it makes it more exciting. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, here's one of the other half bathrooms, or it's the other half bathroom. It has a little shelf in it too, which is kind of clever. Aren't I clever? And also here's some mats on the outdoor areas of the house. And upstairs, actually that's it for downstairs right now, because I come back to the study last. Like I said, upstairs I remove that wall and make the fifth bedroom just like a bonus room area, but then again, you could close that room off and make it another bedroom if you want to, so it's no problem, it's all good and jolly. So actually, I like this bathroom a lot. This is the first hall bathroom I do upstairs, and it turns out really nicely. Actually, I think it's the only hall bathroom, so it has double sinks. It also has it has a nice tub and shower. It's just really nice. I just like it a lot. So you can see the shower and the toilet, and there's the bathtub. And right now it's pretty bland, but once I put in the details, you'll see it come together. Again, no good curtain colors. I had to settle with blue because nothing really matched the gray, but it's okay. Also, some nice flowers there I quite like. They went with the curtains, and just some nice towels and things, and, I think it just turns out nicely. I put in some other details, like a little yellow rug, which kind of brings the yellow and blue. I think it goes well, and I'm just really happy with it. I think it looks pretty classy. So you can see here, there's the rug, and I'm just really happy with that bathroom overall. It's the nicest bathroom in the house, I have to say. It's just nice. So anyway, right now we're going to just remove the wall for this bedroom here and make it not a bedroom, because I didn't want, or not. I guess I decided to come back to that. Why do I keep thinking something's gonna happen? There it did. Ooh, there it just happened. I was almost right on point. But anyway, you can see here, my voice was not cooperating for a second. We see here, this room here has, it's just a room. It has, I was gonna put another trellis here, but it didn't work out. But so it's a nice room. Once I get back to it, and I give up on this stupid trellis. There we go. So, it's just a nice, wait, what? Why am I not going to that room? Oh, goodness. This is what happens when I do a voiceover a week after I build it. I don't remember what's gonna happen. So, just putting downspouts on the house, stuff like that. Just the things here and there. Alrighty. We're not gonna do that other room, so yeah, whatever. I guess not. So this is the guest bedroom here, or one of the guest bedroom. Is it the? No, it's actually. Wait. Yeah. No. What? Now I'm confused. Yeah, it is the guest bedroom. It is the guest bedroom because there's two kids' rooms. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out. Another ugly curtain there with blue because it was the only color that worked with the walls again. So I had to use blue lamps to match the blue curtains. Then that's why all the rooms end up being blue, just so you know. But yeah, it's a nice bedroom. It has a double bed, a mirror over that bed, and it's kind of bland, but I want it to be kind of simple because it's just the guest room. I also brought in some red with those chairs as well, and it's nice. Have a nice rug there on the floor, which kind of matches the color scheme of the room, I guess. And also a grandfather clock downstairs. I always forget to put in grandfather clocks, but I like them a lot. So, like whenever I'm like going through random stuff in the catalog and I see a grandfather clock, I'm like, ooh, I have to put that in because it just looks good. Yeah. Anyway, stuff's happening. Well, stuff is always happening, to be honest, but stuff, especially interesting, well, not very interesting stuff is happening, to be honest. There's just things being put in a room, which, who knows, maybe you find that interesting. Anyway, finally we're done with that room. We're moving on down to the ensuite bathroom, which was kind of a challenge because it's very small, but I just put in a tub shower that just blocks out that window. Because, who needs a window anyway in your bathroom? Windows are overrated. It's fine, just block it out with the shower curtain. It's good privacy, though, so, it works out. Just a few details here and there. Kind of an ugly flooring, but I kind of used it for that reason, because I thought it just kind of worked somehow. I don't know. I like it, even though it's kind of ugly. I don't know why. But anyway, here's the master bedroom, which is by far the nicest bedroom in the house. Although the master bathroom is not the nicest bathroom in the house, because I think the one down the hall is a little nicer, but it doesn't matter. Again, yeah, this bedroom is a struggle with the curtains. Look at the vile color I had to settle on. Actually, I changed to brown because that color was so vile. But the brown is only acceptable. It's not ideal. And there was no curtain that fit that circular window either. But I didn't want to use brown. I wish I had like a dark red, like a maroon color, ideally. But of course not. That would be too good. That would be too good. But anyway, just some brown curtains because it's all I could work with. But anyway, we have a nice dresser there with the TV on it, which I quite like a lot. And also, I put a sitting area in. There's also a fireplace as well. I got some nice red couches. A nice red couch and a nice red chair. It's very red, indeed. But, it's a nice pop of color. Since all the other rooms in the house are blue, I thought it nice to bring in some red. As a kind of contrast. Yeah, so there's some blue in the paintings on the walls, but it still looks pretty good. Just some stuff coming in here. I'm trying to find artwork that fits well. So, also some nice mirrors there on the other side of the bed. I was going to put a door in over there for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, there's also a bookshelf in the corner because it's just nice to have a bookshelf in your room, I guess. And, putting in some details, some clothes stuffed onto the coffee table because whoever lives in this house is just too lazy to put their clothes in the hypothetical laundry room because there is actually no laundry room. So anyway. Just finishing up this bedroom, I think. I also put an ottoman. There we go. There's the ottoman, lovely. And I put some stuff on it as well. Some folded shirts, and I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Master bedroom. Wonderful. I think we're going to move on to the bathroom now. Yes, we are. So the master bathroom's a little small. I guess that was the problem with it, but it's alright, I guess. We have all the amenities your Sims would expect. You got double sinks, tub, shower, and toilet. It's just not the most spacious bathroom. It's just the tub is kind of like in the way, I feel like. I wish it wasn't like there. I also wish it was centered under the window, but I couldn't center it under the window because then it blocked the toilet. So it was just the best I could do. But it's alright, I think. Anyway, that's what happens when I just build houses from the outside in and I don't consider the floor plan until I've already built the exterior of the house. It's my perfect planning, obviously. That just makes everything work out so wonderfully. Also, the curtain color, the curtains in this room are vile. Look at the color. Oh, God. It's shiversome, but it's the only curtain that fits that window, so I didn't have a choice. Anyway, here's the another blue room. Surprise, surprise. It's actually kind of like a seafoam color, but it goes with the turquoise curtains because I only have a limited choice of color when it comes to curtains. There you go. The curtains go wonderfully with this room. This is supposed to be a teenager's room. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble saying that word, teen's room. I was imagining it for a teen girl, but I suppose you could toss in whoever you want in there. But that's why I kind of went for the seafoamy colors, I suppose. I don't know, like pastel colors, but I suppose it could be for anyone. Putting a bunch of posters on the wall there. I wish they didn't glitch, so I had to move everything around. But anyway, there's a bunch of posters and other doohickeys and thingamajabbers, just make it look kind of nice-ish, I suppose. Although I don't know what I was gonna say. I just wanted to say although I don't know. This is part of my quality voiceover. This is the quality voiceover experience for you all. Anyway, what am I talking about? Anyway, I'm putting in stuff here. We have a nice lamp in the corner, and some other details and thingies and stuff on the table there, on the dresser. Sorry. Also, of course, a pile of dirty clothes because no bedroom is complete without that. And yeah, there you go, wondrous. So this is the kids' room now. So like a little kid, I guess, would stay in this room. Again, I imagined it for a girl because I put in like unicorns and stuff, and I was gonna put a dollhouse in, but there wasn't room. But I guess you could put in whoever you want because I don't want to be sexist. Because every time I say this room is for a girl or this room's for a boy sim, then I get yelled at by someone in the comments. It's inevitable. So I'll say I'll just say, just put whoever you want in here. You know what? Doesn't matter. I don't care. Anyway, I'm not sure about that carpet color though. Actually, looking it back now, the brown and sea foam, I'm not sure goes with the soft yellow, but it's all right. Also, in the middle of building this room, I was like a bug flew over my keyboard. Like it was like a largish bug, flew over my keyboard and landed right next to my hand, and I freaked out. So there was a cut somewhere in here. I don't know where it was, but I was like horrified. It was like stupid bug interrupting my building. Ugh, so selfish. Anyway, selfish bugs are they're the worst kind, They're terrible. Anyway, I actually found a nice curtain for this room. It was the modern style of curtains, so didn't have to worry about the colors about it. And found a little rug on the floor, and there you go. Lovely. Very sweet little kid's room there. And now we're going to work on the kind of extra room that was going to be a bedroom, but I didn't make a bedroom. And it's just kind of a bonus room. There's really no purpose for it, I suppose. There's just like a sofa in it, and there's also a TV and just like a bookshelf and stuff like that, I don't actually think there is a bookshelf, but anyway, there's that kind of stuff in here, and there's also an art easel and things, Oh, there is a bookshelf. But it's just kind of like an extra room. Again, I use that that bunch of taped together cardboard boxes. That's really a dance floor, but I use it under the art easel, so like they don't get the floor full of paint if they're actually painting. It looks kind of cool. It also has some shelving, and it's just kind of like a bonus room, I guess. There's a couple balconies off of it, and it's just a nice room. I think it's just good. I mean, again, this is the room that you could enclose and make another bedroom if you wanted to. So it's kind of multi-purpose, I suppose. It's also good. I'm glad I didn't use that rug there. That was kind of ugly. But yeah, it's a simple room. I'm not so sure about the wall color actually. It's like a soft purple kind of color, but anyway, it's a nice room, I suppose. There you go. Lovely. Wonderful. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put some little details outside. And now we're going to move on to the orange study that I talked about earlier. Because, orange is a great color for a study. I actually quite like it, though. It's a nice pop of color. I don't tend to use these bright colors, and I actually think it looks nice. So it's a very large room as well. It's a very large study. I guess you could split it into 2 rooms if you wanted to, because, there is a lot of space in it. But it's just a very grand study. There's also like a little sitting area, of course, also a foosball table. So it's, it also works as kind of like a gaming room type thing, like a bonus room. Your Sims can have fun in there as well. And just change the bookshelves there to a brown color. It's also a nice couch. I love that pattern on the couch as well. That striped pattern just looks really nice. And I also like the rug a lot too. I like that rug because there's so many colors for it. I also had to use these hideous small curtains because there was no, and also that color on the curtains is shiversome, but it was the only, what color do you use with orange? Okay, I'm going to stop with the curtains. I'm sorry, I'm probably getting annoying. I was also put some nice little cabinets. Those are actually wall cabinets I put all the way down near the floor as kind of like a little area, like sitting area under the window, and I put some stuff on there, and it just looks nice. I like that a lot. I should do that more often. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, so just putting some details on there, like model plane and just some other things, and there's also a little side table over here with a stereo under it, and a little clock on it, and just some fancy things. I also put some mirrors in the walls, I think, and it just looks nice. I like this room a lot. It's one of my favorite studies I've done in The Sims 4. It's just classy, Anyway, we're done with that room. Now we're just gonna put in, I think, a few more details throughout the house. I have a bit more landscaping to do as well, and then we'll be pretty much done with this house build, which is kind of exciting. So here we are on the outside. I'm just going to put in a couple of chairs there by that bay window, and a few other things around the place. Also put some details over here in this front sitting area. I don't really know why anyone would want to sit in the front yard. I mean, there's no really great view or anything. I mean, the backyard has the pool, so I mean, you'd probably want to sit there, but I thought it looked kind of nice, so I thought, why not? Anyway, little mailbox there. So put the garbage can out the back, and yeah, so putting a few more plants and stuff, and a bit more terrain paint. And of course, I do a few more details as well. It's also a chair there, and I also put, I think, a little sitting area on the back porch as well, which is kind of nice. So, just have like a little sitting area there. Also a hot tub, of course, because, what house would be complete without a hot tub? So there you go. I also put some cool plants around it and stuff to kind of like close it in a little bit, like a little secluded kind of area, I suppose. Trying to make it look a little bit more secluded. So let's put some bushes and some bamboo around it. And also a grill area and a sitting area, of course, so like a dining set, so your Sims can dine outside, of course, and also put like nice little plants just hedging in that patio area, which I thought was nice. And here's some details just around the base of the trees and stuff, and by this gate here at the back. And yeah, so I also found this umbrella that I did not even know existed in the game. I think it's from, I don't even know where it's from, Get Together, actually. That I just used there with some chairs under it. I didn't even know that existed, but apparently it does. So that's something new I discovered. This is a little diving platform and a railing into the pool, of course, and some classic floor lighting, which I quite like to do. And also a little turtle there in the pool that's like on the floor, which I thought was kind of nice. And yeah, I think we're almost done. Just gonna put in some more terrain paint here. Just touch up everything, how it is. Always all the little ending touch-ups and stuff, and finishing touches, that's what it is. And yeah, it just looks good. Some dirt terrain paint around the pool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this house build. If you did, please check out my channel. I have loads more house builds there. And there's also some screenshots after this I hope you stick around for, and all that good stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you continue to watch my videos and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye!